All right, guys, so I'm back from my hiatus, and I'm super pumped to show you this new project. All right, so I originally had my yellow Jeep called Helga. Sold it at the beginning of college to get another car to get a little better gas mileage, and because it was killing me driving all the way from Alabama and back into Tennessee to see family. So ended up selling it. Picked up a couple performance cars over the couple years. Ended up with a Cherokee that I named Casper. I think you guys saw a couple videos of it, which now has turned into this little project. That's going to be a little side project for me to work on. This was picked up from a guy that had bought it off of a kid that rolled it. And so as you can see, if I line this right up straight, you can kind of see how it's a little shifted. So the front shifted that way, back shifted that way. Rolled pretty hard for the most part, but what happened was the frame up is bent, or kind of shifted and jacked up on the tub at least. Now the frame down, though, is nice and clean. So the cool part about this is when I found it, the frame's actually been boxed in, as you can see right through there. So I've looked down into it a couple times to try and see what's going on, and yeah, the skid plates have been welded on, so it's kind of a sad day for that. But for the most part, it doesn't look like there's been any rust, so I'm really pumped to see that when I did check it out. It's got a Pro Comp, probably like a 3-inch, maybe 2.5-inch lift on, and the reason I know is because down here we got Pro Comp shocks chilling on it, and it's got standard control arms, so we're going to fix that so it can get some better articulation going. Might put some metal cloak bushings on, some like a standard housing or something, but we might 3-link this, we might 4-link it. I'm not really sure yet. As of right now, it's going to be kind of a, not a daily. It'll be definitely just kind of for fun, weekend type stuff, along with maybe a weekend warrior type rig build. But we're definitely going for, I'm definitely going to go for a low center of gravity build on this one. Kind of like what I had with my original yellow one. So everything's here. This seat is from the original Jeep, which this body is a 99, and the other tub, which I forgot to mention, is a 97. So we're going to be swapping tubs on this to get it nice and pristine and get it as straight as we possibly can. So it's going to be a project on this one, but this one's going to be called the Governor, and the Governor is going to need a lot of work, that's for sure. So we have all this stuff is going to get gutted out. Once we get all that stuff out, we can pop the tub off, the body mounts, go ahead and pull everything off, and then swap it all over. We also have right back here, we got all the interior pieces for the gray interior, which is probably what I'm going to go with. I'm not crazy about the tan interior, and also too making sure all the serial numbers line up and everything will be the biggest thing. So I think the good tub goes with the gray interior, if I remember correctly. So we'll have to do a lot of swapping around, getting everything nice and clean, nice and perfect the way it needs to go. So obviously I'll need a battery because the battery smacked into the ECM. So this ECM is actually for a 4-cylinder, as much as I hate to say that. So we're going to have to swap in a inline 6 ECM to get everything up and running again. So like I just said, this is actually inline 6 followed by a 5-speed. So really cool to finally have a Jeep that's a 5-speed. Haven't had one before. I'm kind of surprised I haven't, even though almost everything I drive is a 5-speed or some kind of stick shift. So other than that, everything's good. The mounts here, it's a little twisted, not too bad. Radiator, obviously, the girl's what holds almost all that on. This cooler is a little twisted, but it's not bad. Still, everything operates. We actually drove it onto a trailer, and everything was perfectly fine. Exhaust manifold is slightly cracked, but it's kind of a known normal thing for the 4.0 to have that kind of problem. So swap that in, swap that out. It's a little noisy, nothing big. And get that up and running. Tires are bald, which, I mean, you know, tires are tires. This is what's gonna be on it for a while. Standard tire carrier in the back, all that kind of good stuff. And yeah, so I'm super excited. The other tub's out in the yard, but it's pretty dark outside and it's super windy, so I don't want to put you guys through that. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and start tearing everything apart. The other tub actually has Nerf bars, so I'll probably be keeping those. My fiance will definitely thank me for that because all my Jeeps end up being a little too high for her, so having a little step on the sides, always a good thing. Yeah, so I'm super excited. If you want to follow this build, just look for the thread on Wrangler Forum. I'll put a link in the description, just showing you guys what we're going to be doing, what we're working on. I have a bunch of buddies that are all just like down for this project, and we're all going to just like basically take it and overhaul it, make it into the Jeep it deserves to be. And yeah, so follow the Wrangler Forum thread, and if you want to follow more on this actual build video-wise, feel free to like and subscribe the video and subscribe to my channel and everything whatnot. And for those of you that have been following me for a while, thanks for sticking around, and let's see what we can do with this build. It's going to be a lot of fun. Later, guys.